Hello everyone! Welcome back to Learning to Live Life on a Budget. My name is Millie, and if you are new here, hi, thanks for stopping by. If you are returning, then thank you so much for coming back to see me. I'm just going to make a few little statements first. This is a cash stuffing video, but I have a few little things that I want to say. I don't know what that music sounds like, if you can hear it. I wanted something a little bit more upbeat today. First off, I'm going to apologise if I sound really nasally, out of breath or cough. For some reason this afternoon I'm like, I've got a full-blown cold, or I feel a bit like that. Sorry about that. My throat feels like I've smoked 100 fags. I haven't smoked any, just FYI, but it feels like that. It's like really weird. It's come out of nowhere. I also want to apologise for the state of my hand. It looks like I've got gangrene going on. It's because I wrote on my hand in green pen and it's slowly coming off. I had writing here, here and here. It was how much to withdraw at the cash point this morning for this video. So now that's apologising for me done with. Hi! I just want to say a massive thank you to everyone who has watched the amount of crazy videos I put up recently. Well, they weren't too crazy, hopefully, but there was a lot of them. So like some of you have commented on multiple ones, so thank you so much. Like, just even if you watch them, like, I just can't believe it. I don't expect anyone to watch them, and it's just incredible to me when people do. So thank you, and thank you for your comments. I've replied to a lot and I've caught up on my comments, and I'm really sorry for those who I've taken ages to reply to. I'm just not very good with phones. So yeah, and I will try and get this video uploaded as soon as possible, probably today. So I have a couple more things before I get into this video, and one of the ones I'd like to share is a little surprise happy mail. I knew it was coming. You can all see in the corner. I knew it was coming. I found out the other day from the lovely Simple Budgets. She messaged me, and because I really like to do the monthly challenges that she was doing, she has made me some. So I have got one of these. This is a collab with the Budgeting Bear. Was it the collab with Budgeting Bear? I'm pretty sure it was. And you colour in each section for £1. And then I've got a mini diamond one. I've got a couple of these, and I will show you because I've got something I'm going to use them for. So I'll show you that later on and talk about it. But yeah, so my little freebie. Then I've got a February challenge. So I thought the other day, I actually said it in one of my videos, that I hadn't ordered one, and I was a bit like, oh. And she actually, we'd been messaging, and she messaged me that day like, oh, I've got an idea for it. And oh, how beautiful is this? I mean, I just want this as a framed picture on my wall. It is gorgeous. If you're new here, I have 3 cats. I love cats, but I have 3. And this is very much a piece of me. I just love it. So it's colour in each star and moon for £1. And what I do is, if you're new here, I do one of these every month. My pound coins that are left over at the end of the week in my purse, I save up so that I can spend the money on what I want. It's like a treat for myself. So I'm really excited about that. And then, if you've watched my videos before, you will have seen this, but I was doing, let me just get them out, with my change, with my 10p's and my 20p's, I was doing simple budgets. Look, I haven't even wiped them off because I like to, when I complete a challenge, keep it completed, so I see it and I'm like, oh yeah, I did that one. Because my plan is to complete loads and loads of challenges, so one day I won't even remember if I did it or not. And I'll need to see it to complete it to know I did it. But it was her 10 and 20p challenges, and she has the amount on there, and you're meant to save the amount of coins so that it saves up. So you'd save £6 worth of 20p's. But I was doing it per 20p and per 10p to get to £5. Because I need the money in my sinking funds. I'm currently doing Relax 2, and I'm already looking at the change thinking there's over a fiver in there that could be in my moving fund, because if you're new here or haven't watched for a while since before Christmas, I'm moving and I'm trying to get all my money together. We'll talk about that in a minute. And I'm already looking at them thinking I know that I could be stuffing this into my moving challenge, and for me, my income and with my spending habits, there's not enough flexibility for me to put a large sum of money to one side that I am mid-challenge doing. I find it really, really hard. So the change especially, it adds up really quick. So she made me, instead of having to she said, you do these and you explain every time that you're doing it wrong on purpose, which I was, and I am coming back to them because, like I said, I'm already with this getting antsy, like, oh, there's over a fiver in there that could be changed up and put into something. You know, like I've got my brother's birthday in a month. I've got another family member's birthday in just over a month. There's Mother's Day coming up. I've got to buy bits for my daughter to give me, but also bits for my mum. And moving, I am feeling it. I'm like, so she's made me these. So it's basically this challenge, but how I was doing it. And to be honest, I did think, oh, I should probably order them, but I just never got around to it. I just used these. So thank you so, so much, Sarah. If you haven't checked her out before, she is always listed. Her Etsy shop is always listed in my description. To be honest, everyone who I have bought from and used their stuff is always listed in my description box. But please go and check out Sarah because she's just wonderful. And I mean, how gorgeous is that? And these would come under the customized challenges. So she can make you a challenge based on what you want your requirements. So thank you so much. I'm so looking forward to doing this. So I best get January finished up, but will be in today's video, but not for a while. So this video is a cash stuffing of my PIP income. Now, as I said, I'm moving, and so I'm just gonna have a quick sip of drink. So I might pause and drink lots because my throat feels really scratchy. Don't know why, it's so random. Anyway, before we do our cash stuffing, as I said, I am moving. I am literally just waiting for a moving day. I'm really sorry if I'm repeating myself for those that have watched before, but I am in a housing association property. If you're outside of the UK, that is just basically government secure property, and we can swap within each other. It's essentially home swapping homes, exchanging homes, swapping contracts. So we are just waiting for the final approval and a move date to come through. They have to do that in the next 23 days. They have to say yay or nay. It's going to be a yay. But with moving comes lots of expenses and things like that. And I can see that I'll be building up this moving fund, but also dipping into it. And I'm also going to need to dip into my sinking funds until I know what my moving date is. So my question for you all should be, should I just empty everything into one moving folder? All my savings, all my sinking funds. I really didn't want to do this, but with all the different costs that are coming up, I've already emptied one of my savings challenges that I had because I didn't want to empty my moving fund. And yeah, should I just empty everything out into one thing, move, do the move, get it done, and then once I've moved, I can, whatever's left over, put back into my sinking funds and decide where it goes. Let me know what you think. I won't do anything until I've heard from you guys. My daughter said wait 2 weeks because we'll be so close. We'll either have a moving date or we won't. Because the thing is, they might wait the full 22, 23 days before giving their approval, and then we set a moving date for a week or two after that. They could contact me this afternoon and both of them turn around and say, I'm sorry, I hope my camera's not shaking too much. They could turn around and say, yes. Both landlords, both housing association, well, one's housing, one's council. They can both turn around and say, yes, we approve this. And would you like, when do you want to set the date for? And we set the date for in a week's time. You know, it could literally be that fast or it could be slow. It's kind of taunting actually, because we're collecting boxes. I've got a couple of removal quotes, so I know how much it's going to cost me to hire a van. But there's other things like, because we have things like I have a Patreon subscription. My daughter has a contact lens subscription. We have the Cats Flea subscriptions. Like, I want to put a postal redirect, but it'll go to my mum's house because we don't have a move date. Things like my home insurance and car insurance, I'm pretty sure they're going to tack on a charge to change my address. I'm sure I looked through and I'm pretty sure it's like a £25 charge in my contract. All these little expenses are going to crop up. So I'm going to need to dip into this moving fund. My rent is also a thing. I currently pay it monthly because of universal credit. Because it's a housing association, they charge me weekly. So technically, I have £45 in my rent account right now. And next week I will be in rent arrears. We say it with quotations. Because universal credit pay it in arrears. They pay you a month behind. So technically I clear it every month. And I'm ahead by about 2 weeks on my rent. I need to make sure I stay. So I need to start paying my rent weekly, which means dipping into sinking funds. So yeah, I do think it's a good idea just to empty everything I have, including things like my envelope challenges, and just keep the coin challenges going. Empty my envelope challenges and everything else and just keep it all ready. That looks like it's opening anyway. Look, the envelope is telling us to open it because it's opening up itself. No, that's just my old washi tape. What do you think? I want to know, because I'm like, I don't want to do it, but I'm thinking that it might just bring me peace of mind. So with that said and done, I'm sorry I keep knocking the camera today. Normally I say it's the cats, but they're not here. They're all asleep, which is good for them. I want to do the same. So let's get we're working from the budget with Ira book today. So I budget monthly. I get paid multiple times a month, once per calendar month, once every 4 weeks, and weekly. So I do a weekly budget for what I live off in my abundant budgets book. And then I do use the budget with Ira planner to track my spending, and I'll cover it, so we'll save it for the next one, and to run a monthly budget that I break down into a 4 weekly budget. So each time I get paid, my main two incomes, I do a budget paycheck bill tracker so that I know that every penny of this is going there. So I've had to leave some money in my account today for bills, and then I should have had £473.46, but I transferred my daughter her pocket money, and then I also transferred it. I have 2 accounts. I have my main current account and I have an account I use for bills. And what I do is when I go to the cash point to get money out for cash stuffing, so I don't confuse myself, I would transfer everything into my bill account. And so I paid my daughter her pocket money and then transferred the money for all the bills into the bill account, the full £127.80. So look, I bought in other £10 from cats because I've overspent on cats. I had money in the bank for the handyman that hasn't come yet. So, you know, money's moving around and keeping track of it all. But I transferred that full amount. And I only realised when I got home that actually it should have been £107.80 that I transferred over because I'd already paid pocket money. But we'll talk more in depth about those expenses in my check-in, which I'll do tomorrow or Thursday. I'd like to have done it once the handyman had been out. He was meant to come out Monday. He didn't have what we needed, so he's coming out Thursday afternoon. So that might have to roll into next week. But anyway, that is life, isn't it? And that is money. So got my egg tray here for my cash. Just love it. Like, I don't think I would want anything else now. So because I left £20 in the bank that I wanted to stuff, really annoying, but I was not going back out because near me you can only withdraw up to £250 in cash, and because I had coinage I went to my local small post office, so I've already done 3 withdrawals today. We actually have, instead of £473.46, we should have £453.46. So we have 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 200, 20, 40, 60, 80, 300, 20, 40, 60, 80, 400, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 1, 2, 3, £453.46. That's okay, we've got some cash to stuff, so what more could you want? So I realised just as I'm saying this that I also, actually might not have what I need. Yes, I do have what I need. Because we're going to put some money aside for next month's budget. Don't have any post-its to write on what it is for, so hopefully we will remember. But we have some of these. So let's get started. Let's go to my main binder. This is A5. It has all my money in it for the month. And I just take out what I need each week. And then if I need extra during the week, I can just grab it and then tell you guys about it afterwards. So I originally planned for self-care to get money, but I've decided it's not going to. Miscellaneous has got £10 in it at the moment for this month, and I'm going to put 20 in it for next month. I am going to change this up at some point. I'm just wondering if I've got any scrap paper near me. I'll write on it. No, not putting in there. Yeah, I will change this up at a later date because in my pound calendar I've got lots of pounds. So yeah. And that £10 will need to be changed up for next week because I prefer to do it in 5s. So we put £20 into miscellaneous ready for next month because we're halfway through the budget at the moment. And then electric is now empty for this month, but we're going to put in 70 for next month. So we've got 20, 40, 60 and 70. I've used it all for this month. I shouldn't need any more. Waiting for the voucher to come through at the beginning of Feb, but we have about 2 to 3 weeks on the meter, so that's all good. Right, so that's that done. What I have decided to do is, I can't open that. That was stiff. We've got my water in here, so I'm going to keep that in, but we're just going to take some of these out because when we move, you guys moving with me? When I move, I'm moving 5 miles out of, 5 miles away from where I am now. So I live on the edge of the city right now. But I'm moving out to the countryside and there's no shop for like 2.5 miles, let alone cash point. So I am going to have to change the way I budget, the way I do my budget. Everything I like to try and keep as cash at the moment, but I think I'm going to have to get like Hyperjar or I'm looking at Starling, Monzo, especially for like bills and stuff. Still use cash for most things, but you know, so these are coming out for now because they're not being used, so there's no point having them. I mean, to be honest, self-care and treats could come out because they're not being used, but they are actually meant to be part of my budget. But we have a moving folder And moving is going to be very much the theme of today, but we will finish stuffing the rest of the sinking funds and come back to my glitzy moving folder in a minute. So we'll go over to sinking funds. So this is what I mean about unstuffing everything for moving, because I have £20 in Christmas that could, you know, help pay toward, it could pay one of the change of addresses for my insurance. But I don't really want to unstuff it because I like having money ready for Christmas already. It's a nice feeling. I tell you what I really don't want to unstuff. It's not even in here properly. Is car insurance, which is getting £50 today, because I am so proud of myself for saving this. Like, I have no idea how incredible. I pay, obviously, I pay my car insurance monthly already, so technically I'm paying for it twice a month because I'm saving up to pay it outright for the year. And I do use car insurance as a way to keep the notes I'd like to keep in my budget. So I've put £50 in. So that means 50, 100, 150, 200. There should be £200 in here. So we've got 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100. Is that right? 5, 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100. 200, sorry. That is right. I don't know why I went back to 90 when I hit the pound coins. So that's like, we're nearly halfway on my insurance policy. I got till the end of July. That's when I have to renew, I think the 20th of July. So, you know, even if all the sinking funds went to it, this is the one that I really, really, really don't want to unstuff because it's such a large amount of money and I've been doing so well. I mean, 500 to 600. I think it's going to be about that. I don't know if it's being affected by the price changes, so if my yearly premium will go up, but we shall see. I know I'll save a lot. I should save about 100 to 180 £180 by switching yearly. So yeah, I really don't want to have to dip into this for moving, but it'll be worth it if I do have to, even if I just have to do another year. I know that I can afford to do this again next year if need be, hopefully. That's dry already, wow. So then we're just going to get rid of the coins and we're on to sorting out for moving, which we all know I'll yak all the way through that. So this, I just can't fit it in. This binder does not like having many envelopes in. So it might have to get changed out, which is a shame because it's so pretty. So we have some coins for Relax 2. And I'm also thinking about when I say stuff everything into moving, like dice challenge, just stop, pause everything. Just not the monthly and the seasonal, because I'll do them each week with my change. So we're going to do now January challenge by Simple Budgets. I am beautiful, strong, brave, loved and kind. £1 for every letter we colour in. So I've got £3 to put in today. So So that should take us to 1, 2, 3, just before the end of Brave. I'm going to change colour again. I love this. It's just a nice reminder that that is what we are. This is probably going to go towards moving. It will pay for one of those unexpected little moving expenses. You know, when you think of moving, you think removal man. You don't think, oh, do I have to pay to change my car insurance? That was kind of because I thought, oh, I wonder what my home insurance will be when I move. So yeah, that will probably go to that sort of thing, or like a takeaway, or like a small food shop once we moved in, because we're eating all of our food in the house so that we don't have to move it. So yeah, we're nearly done on this challenge, which is good because today is the 31st of January. I have like a lot of change in different purses from this week, so I'm really hoping that I can complete it or nearly finish it this week. But we'll see. We will see. How many we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 pounds. We'll see. We'll see. See if we get there and complete it. And yeah. So that's really, really good. And then Relax 2. 2 20p's, which is purple. A 5p, which is yellow, and a 1p, which is green, dark green. So let's colour in the dark green. And I think this is going to end up adding up to a lot, but I am getting like itchy feet. Like I can feel it. A 5p, that's a yellow. Okay, we'll do this one yellow, and then 2 20p's, which is purple. So I'm going to just finish off this little bit here. Yeah, I wonder how long this will take, and if I end up moving with this, and how much it's going to come to, because it's already at like a £5, over a £5 at last count of sinking funds. It was at £4.98, and I know I've put like quite a bit in there, so this wouldn't get unstuffed yet because I quite like to just finish colouring it. So I put all this into here. This has change in it and also envelope challenge. It has my 26 envelope challenge in there. So yeah, that is all my savings challenges done, and the rest is going to go to moving. So I've decided that it's going to go in here because then I can put coins in here as well. So I've so far put in here 180. I've had to take out 40, so there's 140 in here at the moment. 20, 40, 60, 80, 1. 2 of the 20 stick together. It's really annoying. 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 120, 130, 140. And what I've done is I've done an expense tracker. Love this paper envelope. I had this envelope and all of these bits at home already, so we're just using what we've got. Might keep this because it might be handy. I think the removal that I have done, I have to pay for on card, which is really annoying. That's what they've all said so far. But I thought I need to put an expense tracker in here because like I took £40 out to pay for bits to fix the flooring bar. So, you know, I need to keep a track of what's going in and what's going out. But what I thought would be really nice is that I have got these challenges, that I've got lots of challenges that I haven't done yet. I haven't forgotten about them all. But they're also like higher numbers, like 180 and 155 that I might not hit as easily. So I thought what we could do is we could just add them up for moving, and even if I take money out, we have a total amount of what I've saved. And then once I've moved, we can do what I've saved, what I've spent, and what I've got left. So this video is already quite long. So for those that don't like colouring, today we are adding the rest of the money, and there should be £310 here. So let's count it out. 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. 20, 40, 60, 80, 200. Oh, that one's going spinny. Spinny, spin, spin. 20, 40, 60, 80, 310. So 310, 320, 340, let's just say 300. 20, 40, 60, 80, 400, 420, 430, 440, 450, £450, guys. That feels like quite a lot. I've pulled this together since the I don't even know, when did I start pulling all this together? The 17th of January. I worked out that I've put money towards this first. I've obviously been thinking about it and knowing about it, but yeah, £450. Wow. So if you don't like colouring, then I completely understand. I'm going to colour in some of these bigger ones now. I haven't worked out how to speed up yet, so if they're taking ages, then I'm going to pause it and come back once I've coloured it in. I'll start colouring some of them. But today is the 31st of the 1st, and we put deposit, and we're adding 310, and that extra £20 that's in my bank account is going to go in here. And there is probably some money I can take from other funds to go in here, but I'm waiting to see what you guys think about whether I should just unstuff everything and have it in the moving folder, you know, because if something happens, then I will just take it from the moving folder. Bobby needs vets, we'll take it from the moving folder. Car needs a new tyre, we'll take it from the moving folder. None of these things are going to happen, touch wood. Car was fine when it got checked over as well. So yeah, £450 in moving fund. So what should we colour in? Are these slightly smaller ones? I'm going to do as I stuff little bits into here. So I think this adds up to 250. I really want to do this one. Let's get the calculator out. Oh, I can't even add. $330. Okay. Oh, this one's going to take forever because it's 1s, 2s and 5s. I thought this one we could do at like £5 intervals, but then I can choose that one. So let's just definitely start with these two. So that's 330, isn't it? 150 plus 180. And then, yeah, I'll come back to it. So this is all meant to be 5s. Is anyone going to tell me I'm cheating because I'm colouring them all in at once? Because I tell you what, it may be cheating, but it feels good. It feels good just to be able to colour a bit and say, I've got the money for this. And that's why I thought I'm just going to do it. Because when I saved up for the car, I think I created my own tracker, didn't I? Do you know what? It's terrible. I can't even remember. So it's nice to be able to be like, yeah, we'll just colour in some of these lovely, gorgeous trackers. I mean, most of these are from Simple Budgets. Simple Budgets. I am doing the trackers I bought, or the savings challenges I bought, using it as a tracker. Finally, I mean, obviously I would much rather be using these to save, but I am saving. I'm just saving in large sums, but it means that I can also colour in when I've got like random £5 or £10, because everything's just going to go in here really, isn't it? I've just got to be mindful of that I need gifts next month and things like that. So yeah, I hope everyone is doing well. Let us know. Have you got any major savings challenges you're saving up for, something big at the moment, or are you saving smaller amounts, or what are you saving for? What's your savings goals for the first few months of January? I mean, I wasn't expecting moving, and now I'm just so like excited, but I'm like, oh, my money. Anyone else get like that? Once they start saving up, they don't want to part with it. I know I am, which is not like me. My mum said, oh, what's happened to you? You're not like this at all, which I thought was quite funny actually, that my mum was saying it. She knows me well. But also super proud that I have the money ready to go. You know, because it is spendy time, isn't it? Moving is expensive, so expensive. Part of me would like to just hire a van and do it all myself. I might colour in the outside edges with a different colour, but I've just coloured in all the £5, so I can show you all. So that's 180 of, how much did I say I have? 450. £270 to go. So there are 10s and 5s. This one I really like to just do for fun. I might do green again. I do pink and orange, I think. Hello, Moo. Oh, I think this one's going to take longer than the other one. How are we doing time-wise? Right, I'm going to pause this, colour it, and come back. And this is what it looks like with all the 10s coloured in, and now I'm going to colour in the 5s. And so that's that challenge all coloured in. I was colouring it and I was like, oh, I should have just done the middle one colour and the outside 5's a different colour. That would have been quite nice. So let's take this 150 off. So 120 left to save. I think I'm going to go for this one, because then this one can be done if I put coins into it. So we've got 2 challenges, and this one is save 150. Or should we do 10? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Right, we'll do this one first. Because this is in a smaller increment. So I'm going to choose a colour for 20s, 5s and 10s. And we'll come back in a second. So let's get going. We've got 120 left to colour. So I'm going to do the 20s. So do 20. So these 3 challenges have been from Simple Budgets. Please go check her out. She's got a new heart one out as well. I've been eyeing that up. Really like it. You can choose how much a heart is. Just so cute designs. So that's 40. 80 to go. 20. And I just think once I've moved, this will be a really nice representation of how much I've saved. Because with moving it can just all get a lot, can't it? It just all merges. Take 20. The last 20 on here, so I've done all my 20s in purple, which is Simple Budget's favourite colour. I just have £20 to go on the calculator to get us up to where we are now. So on the equal amounts, I'm going to do a 10. I don't know if that pink shows very well. It's running out. And then I'm going to colour in 2 5s blue. Because if we throw everything into it, there's going to be 5s, there's going to be pound coins, there's going to be £1 coins. You know, let's put it all in. That's why I changed to a zip wallet. Just because it makes it easier to have it all in there, because like it's not just like the removal van and stuff like that. So that is everything coloured in my moving folder. I might colour these in a different colour around the edges so that it's all filled in, but yeah, so that is £450 in savings challenge cards right there from Simple Budget. And then we have more to have as time goes along. And yeah, let me know in the comments if you think I should just unstuff everything and put it all into here, because to be honest, when moving it's going to be needed, isn't it? I don't want to unstuff everything, but at least if it's in here when I've moved, I can stuff it back in. But yeah, I think I'm just scared in case I end up moving in like 2 weeks time. Actually, I get paid in 2 weeks time, but you know what I mean. I don't even have enough for the removal van in here right now, let alone the extra rent and things like that I need to pay. So thank you so much for watching. Please let me know what you think about moving. Would you unstuff everything and just put it all towards the main goal, because everything else is on hold and it's literally essential purchases only, or trying to be at the moment. But yeah, and I hope you are all doing well, and I'll be back for a check-in in the next couple of days and see how my weekly spending has been going. See you all soon, guys. Take care. Bye.